Good Erev Shabbos. Good Erev Shabbos. What a gift that we have to something to look forward to, something to bounce off of. 6 days, the 6 midas, the 6 attributes, the 6 ways of how to process, how to feel. Every day of the week goes against another one of the attributes, another one of the midas. Sunday chesed, Monday gevura. And not for nothing that we have, every day we have different ways of feeling and seeing things. And if you notice that not much in the back story, not much is changing from Sunday to Monday to Tuesday, except it's the way we process things and the way we see things. And from that place is where the change happens. From the place of how one views something, how we see something, from that place is when I have a different perspective of something, then the incoming bounces off of the way one sees something, the way I see something, from the way I view it, and the way I view it, that's when there's an opportunity for change. So we have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, everything is based and bounces off from the lens of the day. But ultimately, Olam Chesed Ibana, behind everything there is Chesed, there is kindness. So there's always an opportunity to go back to that, to the source, to the core, from where it comes from. And then we have Shabbos. The 7th day of the week is Shabbos, which is Shabbos is Malchus. Malchus is the vessel, which is Leslie Megar Meklum. Leslie Megar Meklum means that it has all the possibilities. It's colorless and full of color. The vessel is colorless. In order for something to grow, in order for me to be able to hold something, something to a tree to come out, I need to be able to. I can't have any type of agenda. I can't have any type of expectation, so to speak. I have to be completely surrendered to any type of possibility, to any type of outcome. Shabbos is an opportunity where we can go into a place of, if I am holding space from chesed, from kindness, or gevura, from strength, or tiferes, balance, then there is still, I'm holding on to, I'm limiting the possibility of what could happen. I'm limiting the possibility of what the outcome could be. It can still be good, it can be amazing, but it can always be better. So what's the limit to better? How do I get to better? How do I get to extraordinary? Extraordinary happens when I have no expectation. How do I get into no expectation? How do we get to that place? We get to that place by going into complete stillness, to being absolutely present. Now, since every day of the week is based on one of the attributes, Chesed, Gevura, Tiferes, one of the midas, so I'm already limited. If I get present, I can only get as present as I can get. If a car is running, if I'm driving, there's one level of presence. It's a highway, it's smooth, it's a smooth road or a bumpy road. Then when the car is sitting in neutral, there is a presence. It's still, but it's idle. They're still running, the motor is running, there's still some type of vibration. And when the car is completely off, then there is an opportunity of absolute stillness. It's the highest level of stillness as far as this muscle goes, as far as the car goes. So every day of the week we are forced to get present, but where we're bouncing off from, it's limited to that of where we're looking at it from, where the neutral is, where the idle is. What type of motor is there? There's small cars and there's bigger, there's trucks. When a truck not idles, when a truck is a neutral, then there is it's louder than when a car is a neutral. So when we are going into Shabbos, when we're going into Shabbos, Shabbos is an opportunity to go to the highest level of stillness. The highest level of stillness, which is we're going into a complete different vibration. This week is Parshas Chukas Balak. Goes together. Chukas is, which is Para Aduma, which is the Eibishter told Moshe to take the red cow, a Para Aduma, a Roitiki, to do the Shechita and to burn it. And this thing was Matama, was Matah the Tama. If somebody was Tama, it purifies one. And if somebody was pure, it made him unpure. The person that touched it, the person that did the work was Tama for 7 days. And it's one of the most complex things, which is there is no reason for it. It's just a chak. That's the way it is. Shlomo Melech worked on it, and he said that I couldn't figure it out. So a chak that's the way it is. Kacha. That's the way it is. That's a chak. Now, we have to understand that where we come from the highest place, which is there is Alma des Gali and Alma des Kaskia. There's the hidden world, and then there's the revealed world. Everything that we see, everything that we experience, everything is within the belly, within the stomach of, so to speak, the Creator, the stars, everything, the worlds, the galaxies, everything is within. We are all in. There is no such thing as out. When a person goes through a difficult time, the difficulty that we're experiencing is, the pain that one is experiencing is, there is a feeling of separation. It's dark. I don't know which direction to go. Should I go to the right? Should I go to the left? Is this the right thing or is that the right thing? And we go into a whole spin and a whole cycle of unknown, sfekas, and that's where it's dark. It's a form of Gehenna. It's a form of unknown, so to speak. The way to connect Alma des Galia is, Alma des Kasi means that the hidden world, it's inside. Alma des Galia is the exposed world. We live in the world that's exposed. Now, when something is exposed, you're open to, it's like dipping the hand into water and then putting it into sand, versus a dry hand, you put it into sand, nothing gets stuck to it. But when I make my hand wet, and I dip it into the sand and I pick it up, then my hand gets full of sand. So we were in Alma des Kasi. Before we came down here, we were all in oneness. And then while we were in oneness, we didn't understand that we are connected. We had nothing to bounce off from. If not for Shabbos, I wouldn't appreciate, if not for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, we wouldn't appreciate Shabbos. But because we were exposed, because we go into Shabbos, we go into oneness, we're going to Alma des Kassia, so to speak. We're getting wrapped up within the moment. Now, from that place, I can appreciate Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then again, I can appreciate Shabbos once again because we're going back into oneness. Chukas, the Para Aduma, happened on every level, and the first Para Aduma that was done is still here. The Para Aduma was done in the Midbar by Elazar HaKohen, which was done by Moshe Rabbeinu, and that is still present with us. What that means is that a person, we're never lost. Even when I'm in separation, even when I'm in Alma des Galia, I'm in complete separation and I'm picking up all types of pain, negativity, judgments, all that, because that's our work. We go inside the water on Shabbos, and then we come out and we expose ourselves back to the pain and the struggle. Comes the Para Aduma, and the Para Aduma it gives us the koyach to get back into oneness. How do we get back into oneness? No matter where we are, just by simply connecting to doing something just because. There are many things that we do because there's a reason. I know why I'm doing it. And some of the things I don't like doing it, but I still do it, and I know what I'm doing. If I'm going to give tzedakah, I know what, even though I don't want to, but I know there's going to be a reward. Or if I do A, B, and C, I want to, then for sure I'm doing it because I want to. And then if I don't want to, I'm doing it because I'm still going to do it because I want to get to point B. But then there's something that I have no clue why I'm doing it. And the reason this came to be is to do something is called as a chak, that gives us the opportunity to connect to the highest place of something that we can't process anymore, because we're coming from a place before symptom rishon, before the first symptom. We'll explain that some other time, but it's before any type of reasoning, something that we can process. We don't have access to process that. That's where we come from. We come from mitoicha nafa, from all the way chelik elakai, mimal, from the zach itself. And the para aduma, it's in the Torah, and everything is, imagine the Torah is a rock, it's a set of the luchas, the seres adibris are on that rock, and from there emanates, constantly pulses out. It's still here, it's constantly pulsing into the world, and that's what gives life into the world. And we are the Yidden, we are pulling from that gives us life. That's our generator. This is where we're pulling from. The letters are coming out from there, and it touches our letters, our oisias from within us, different textures, different types, different feelings, and it generates us. And from there, we're sending out life force and chiyas into the world, positivity. We're light transformers, lamp lighters. So Parshas Chukas, it's the one of it's the Zos Chukas HaTorah. Many are asking, why is it not Zos Chukas HaPorah? These are the laws of the Torah. Why is Chukas HaTorah? Because this is the rock of the Torah. It's a chok. That's what it is. No reason. That is the reason. The reason is, the secret of Paraduma is that there is no reason. It just is. And no matter where you are, no matter where we're standing, no matter how far out there we are in Welt, how far removed we are from center line, you can make center wherever you are. Just by simply tapping into knowing that I am who I am, and I am what I am, and I'm doing this just because. No reason. I am for no reason. This is what it is. I am a Yid, and this is what I stand for. And Ubefrat, going into Shabbos, which is a moment of silence, absolute presence, and the presence that we can experience on Shabbos is in full-on action, which means that thing that we are looking for, the thing that we are trying to get to, if you know it or if you don't want it, you're trying to get to somewhere. We think it's success, food, money, or a house, all types of shefa and bracha that we are working for. But really, what we're looking for is to get back into our etzem, to get back into the present moment, which is that is chukas HaTorah. So that is on chukas, on Parshas Chukas. It's a chok. And then we have also, it goes together with Parshas Balak. Just to a quick point on that. Let me just see. I think I wrapped up Parshas Chukas, and I distracted there for a minute. So Parshas Chukas is that what you're looking for, what you're driving for, what you're looking to connect to is to the chak, just to get back into source. The source that we're coming from is so high up, that it's choshech, it's darkness, not the darkness, but it's dark because we don't have translation, and that we can align with to tap into my essence, to be present with myself, to accept myself the way it is. By accepting self the way it is, for what it is, whatever that means to you, it automatically peels away the layers. It separates the light from the fabric. It almost like, imagine letters emanating from, there's Malchus, which is the fabric of Welt, the thin air, the space. Space carries all types of possibilities in it. You can put a house there, you can have a Farbreng in there, you can play music there, you can have an argument there. Anything is possible in that empty space. And by getting into self, you're separating you're bringing out the possibility, your highest, which is for Yid, it's Chak, coming from the highest place, which is tapping into the Neshama. Neshama is creation. It's from Olam Abriya. That's where the Torah comes from. Torah. That's where Moshe comes from. So it's Neshama, which is has the possibility of Bria, of creation, because Torah is endless. There's one more point over here, is that when Bilam, the Eibusha told Bilam, do not go with them, don't curse them, because they are blessed. Lo yisar esa'am, and they're already blessed, and we don't need your blessing either, which means that we are a nation that is blessed. So like a bench to fog. This Yisrael is an existence that is just bracha. It's light. You can't curse it. You can't bless it. It's blessed already. So have an awesome Shabbos, and remember that Alma de Galia, the revealed world, is that there is Enad Mavade. He is everything. He is everywhere, and we are it, and it is us. And there's of course levels, and as we continue going on the journey, more and more is opening up and being revealed to us. Have an awesome Shabbos.